go. Okay, so TVID, we got a reading for you. What's the first name of your loved one that you would like to communicate with today? You have just naturally on the other side here, you have a female, like a mother figure, probably passed something medically, had a hard time walking or getting around toward the end. And then you also have a male over here that passed before his time, suddenly, unexpectedly, and potentially in a tragic way as well. So let me know what the first name of your loved one is, and I'll see who I can bring in for you. August 9th, bam. Hi, Otram. How are you? Hello, Ari. How have you been? Okay, we want to talk to a Jennifer. Okay. And so Jennifer kind of comes in with the other female, but she tells me it was essentially a situation that kind of escalated, went out of control. She gives me an analogy like the bucket's fine until you start pouring it out, then you're pouring it out, then you can't unpour it, then it kind of escalates, and it kind of just has this, you can't put Humpty Dumpty back together again. You can't put the water back in the bucket. You can't just fix the leak once the leak's going. And then she said she's like a mother figure for you. And then she said she's sorry she had to go so soon. She passed suddenly. You didn't get a chance to say goodbye the way you wanted to. I think we have jewelry in honor of her memory. She's doing a lot of drawing. Excuse me. And then she has an older female on the other side with her. I just want to make sure I heard. Okay. Boom. Okay, so, and she's like, yes! Okay, tell me a little bit about this lady. And she comes in right with that other female on the other side. I almost assume that it's her mom, like it's mom and mom's mom, but let me know, because that female that she's coming through with had a hard time walking around, was probably taken care of, also like a mother figure. She declined something medical. So I can't tell what this Jennifer's is. It seems like more of a situation, like the bucket got too full. I wonder if it's Grammy. As soon as you say that, she just starts talking, and she's still sitting down. So she has a hard time getting around. She has a hard time moving. There would have been a medical, like, unable to move her legs, or maybe, like, you know, she seems home and taken care of, but the unable to walk was probably the last couple, you know, stages of it. Okay, but let's talk to Jennifer really quick. Do we have jewelry in honor of her memory? And how did she end up passing? Because she talks about how it was very quick, which is what made it traumatic. You didn't get to say goodbye, even though we kind of thought we would have that opportunity in some way. So let me know. Okay, very traumatic passing, and I don't want to trigger anyone, if it's okay to say. Just don't trigger the filter for TikTok, and you'll be fine. So tell us. We're all about scarring people and trigger warning. We say trigger warning, boom. You also have this young male that keeps coming through that has dark hair, passed before his time, passed suddenly, unexpectedly, in a tragic way, but takes partial responsibility for the situation they were in. Or what contributed to their passing. I'm not tired, I'm just yawning. Anyone else? Alright, tell me about Miss Jennifer. You have 3 spirits coming through. And for those of you guys that are watching, I do one of these for every mediumship reading I do. Her son to her awful ex. Okay, her son to her awful ex. Okay, that's the only part I saw. The young male was this recent. I am unsure yet. I'm trying to I gotta get some facts to kind of separate it all, you know? So give me 1 second. The young male was this recent. Okay, her son to her awful ex. Okay, that's... Hey, thank you guys so much for hitting the follow button. Just remember, this is my only page. I definitely need to do my nails a little bit. Okay, rephrase what ended up happening, TVID. Sometimes these get a little prolonged just because we are waiting for some responses, or a lot of the times you're actually being not triggered, but filtered through Facebook as well. So we are just waiting to see how this person ended. Alcohol and sleeping meds. Okay, and she talked about like a bucket getting all the way full and it starts to tip, and you can't put Humpty Dumpty back together again. You can't put the water back in the bucket. So it just seems like something that got out of control. You thought you must have known this about this person. We couldn't have been surprised at the way that they passed. We just thought we had more time, all leading up to this. So is this a mother figure for you, and do you have jewelry in honor of her memory? I absolutely love her energy. Yep, and then that would be again why she said, why Jennifer said that she's sorry she had to go so quickly. Not a mother figure, but you're close. And I have all her jewelry. Oh my goodness, and I love that. I love that she gets like real excited about whoever you are to her, like somebody you didn't have to be, because she described herself to you as a mother she didn't have to be. So I really like this. I like that you kind of you put on that big weighted backpack and just kept going with it. Probably made you have to grow up sooner than intended. But hey, I'm glad that you have all of her jewelry. She would say that she was a mom figure, right? Right. And so I would say that oh, and she said, she goes, yeah, Kato, she's had a couple dreams of me since she's ended up passing. So she said she's also visited you through dreams. She says that she's completely at peace. She takes that responsibility for the way that she passed. She took responsibility for it. She must have been over there for a while, because she feels like she has taken this responsibility for it. She's just letting you know she's okay, and she can visit you in your dreams as well. So, and so yeah, she got a lot of typing done here, that's for sure. And then this other male, which I want to run through again really quickly. If you don't know who it is, fine. But you have a male that passed before his time, darker hair, suddenly, unexpectedly, tragically, and he takes responsibility for the situation that he puts himself in. He also shows me it's just something that like goes down the wrong path and just kind of like is consumed by it, essentially. She gives me chills always in my dreams. Yes, I love this. I love this. And she's always in your dreams, so good. You're not missing her. So no matter who it is to you, just know that you're getting all your signs. She loves how you're honoring her memory with that jewelry. I wouldn't even be surprised if you eventually, if you're the tattoo type, don't get me wrong, I definitely am. I wouldn't be surprised if you would even get one with her memory. Aw, she's your big sister? I love that. Okay, cool. So you kind of get the mom vibes from Big Sisters, mostly just harassment and all the credit, but whatever. But whatever. You have a bunch of tattoos? Hell yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You're my kind of chick. All right, perfect. Love it. Boom. Love